Tony D and Little Joan in the background, and this is a screenwriter's rant on Red Sonja. Red Sonja. So is this female Conan? Or is this feminist Conan? Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy Heart in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 17. Available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So, looks pretty good. Not really seeing a lot of sword and sorcery. It's very, very little magic, but some. A very tiny amount. And a very tiny amount of monsters. Sonja runs around killing people. She's fighting for her people. So she's kind of... here's the one monster. She's fighting for her people's freedom or whatever. And so the one fly in the ointment is this scene at the end of the trailer. The dude selling her armor offers her up a chainmail bikini, which is something she wore in the comics at least. And she says, "Does that protect?" in an English accent, which seems a little too sophisticated for Sonja, but whatever. And he's like, "No, but the crowd will love it." Deet, 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 deet. Which is kind of funny, but feels, again, inappropriate for Sonja. Written by Tasha Huo. Directed by MJ Bassett. So, I don't know. Other than that scene, looks pretty good. And the weird thing is, she is wearing a chainmail bikini during most of the scenes, so not so sure why they even put that scene. It seems to fly. I mean, look, right there, there's a bare midriff. and yeah, she's got shoulder, wrist things and stuff on her shoulders, but her guts wide open there. Same thing here, and that's a different outfit. So to make that joke seems to undermine the rest of the movie, but it's the sort of thing they sometimes do in Hollywood where they point out the weakness and then, see, we know, so you're cool, right? You're cool with that sort of weakness. I think you should have let that joke go, but that's just me. Here, she's got a severed head. That's pretty cool. She does seem a little waify for the role. I don't know. She doesn't seem as beefy as you might imagine Red Sonja. She's got to be hot. That's true, but I don't know. She seems to be moving around pretty good, though. She does a flip and shoots a dude with an arrow. Here's the bad girl. She seems facially speaking, evil looking. But body-wise, she seems a little waify, too. So, she seems even more waify. Like, she's in shape, don't get me wrong, But, I don't know, I think you needed more of a bodybuilder type for this. Like, just shy of looking a little too muscular. You know what I mean? But, that's probably a lot to ask. She seems pretty brutal in a lot of the scenes, which is on brand, as they say. The villain seems villainy. There's a lot of scenes like this. Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be watchable. Something off, though, about, I don't know if it's the costumes or the CGI or both. They seem a little cheap. Just a little bit. Like, this feels a little like TV, and I'm not sure why. There's almost too much action, though. I mean, the whole trailer's just nothing but action. One fight scene after another. I think that's probably good, though, for the movie. Keep the pace up. Keep it breathless. I don't think getting deep into the details of this world that Hollywood barely understands is probably a good idea. I mean, it would be a good idea for me. I would enjoy that. But it would be a slower movie for the general audiences. But it'd probably be a better movie. But that being said, I would see this. Would I go to the theaters? I mean, there's some explosions. So maybe some nice scenes like this, that would look good on the big screen. There's a big monster dude. Here she is, back in the day, in a quiet village before everyone's brutally murdered. I mean, I think there's a lot of positives here. They didn't replace her with a strong, empowered black woman, so there's that. I mean, it seems to be Red Sonja, and she's got red hair. They couldn't get around that. Oh, no, we'll have to cast a redhead. Finally, redheads are back. You know, there seems to be a lot of action. It seems to be fairly aggressive. So, yeah. First act. I mean, it's basically Conan. First act. Her village is snuffed out by some evil guy. She vows revenge. She ends up fighting. Ends up in an arena multiple times, it looks like. And then becomes a great warrior and leads people to revolution and overthrows the evil prince or king or emperor or prime minister or whatever the hell he is. And gets her revenge by the end of the movie and then rides off into the sunset to find Conan in another movie, hopefully. All right, nothing there. Let's go to the IMDb. There's Red Sonja 1985. Here's 2025. Who'd they get in 85? Let's compare the two. Forget the 85 one. Yeah, she was about the same. About the same. I mean, if I had to choose, I would definitely choose more hot than muscular in this. Director M.J. Bassett. Writers, there's multiple writers. Tasha Huyul, Robert E. Howard, and Roy Thomas get credits. So, here's Matilda Lutz. Yeah, see, she's a little wafy for the role. You know? Born to two models. But, you know, she's hot. So that's a huge bonus. Because Hollywood could easily there's a lot of hot chicks in this, I think. Looking to be full of hot chicks. So, an adaptation of the comic book Red Sonja, a vengeful warrior known as a she-devil with a sword. All right. Yeah. I mean, if we get some boobs in this, that'll be a huge bonus. Will we get boobs? It's rated R. We might get boobs. We might get boobs back. That would be a huge, huge bonus. I think we should get boobs. I think that should have come with the contract. Now, you're going to be Red Sonja, and we're going to have to see boobs. Because Rent Sonja wouldn't care if anybody saw her boobs. She just wouldn't care. You know, partly the time period, but just partly Red Sonja's a badass. She don't care. So I think I have to demand to see boobs. So that might be the deciding factor whether or not I go to see it in the theater. If there are boobs, Red Sonja boobs, let me make that clear, then yes, to theater. No Red Sonja boobs, but there are boobs. Probably streaming. So yeah, I think it looks okay. Yeah. All right. That's it for me. Tony D. Little Joan, somewhere in the background. Let's see what's coming up. Saturday, God willing, the Blueberry Festival at Mood's Farm from 10 to 4. They're calling for rain, but it's been back and forth. Today's forecast looks like the least amount of rain possible so far. Today was supposed to rain all day, and it's just going to be spotty showers. So it's very likely it's going to be a similar type day at Moods. So maybe we'll get some rain, but not a lot. I'll be under a tent. I'm going rain or shine. Unless it's like a monsoon, I'll probably be there. Hopefully, one year we had the Blueberry Festival, and it rained the whole time. Very lightly, but it rained the whole time. And a lot of people came out, so maybe it'll be another rainy Blueberry Festival, but I highly recommend it if you love blueberries as much as me, and who doesn't. And that's it. We'll see you in the next one.